Well, Reducible Improper Fraction is a book in which two didactic methods to show fractions or numbers which are broken down weave into one another. And the original sources are didactic material to teach kids that I was really drawn to because of the language they employ that could suddenly be looked at as, you know, these little snippets of language that if you isolate them, they become, of course, they take on a different meaning. The book itself is a very physical thing in which I would hope that the fractions are felt as well as read and understood and rationalized. They're also felt because there are shapes, there are positive and negative space, and I just thought that that rounded up the idea and the feel of the book as an object. It's a thing that you turn, and then there's something that turns around in the discs that bind it on the left, that in a sense also illustrates or illustrates the way in which a whole can be broken down. Something very important about the color coding, which is very basic. It's very didactic again, and this is something that I followed strictly in the book. I did not make these decisions about color thinking aesthetically, but more thinking functionally. The colors come strictly from the source. It's a logic that has this purpose to make it easier to tell half from an eighth or a tenth from a... We know that the shapes are different, but also the colors have a role. So that the color scheme of the book is exactly the color scheme here. I was, of course, trying to somehow appropriate a found object or a couple of found objects in a way that would hopefully feel, okay, my isolating of these and pointing at them and then making them into a book is going to feel like I somewhat made them mine, and I have something to say as well, by letting them speak with exactly their own in their own terms. That's, I guess, what we most want as artists. Sometimes we take a piece of information or a piece of evidence from life and we show it. That there is somehow, I think of artists very often as a mediator between evidence and phenomenon and reading and understanding. What we do is like, okay, this is worth looking at, and I would like to preserve the force and the specificity of it when I put it on the table for you.